What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Just in Time for Music. This is our guest, Junseok Na. He is our foreign exchange student here at SRU. You want to say something to the audience?
네, 환영합니다. 새로운 에피소드에 오신 걸 환영하고요. 이 시간 동안 함께 즐겨주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
Dude, I'm so jealous. Dude, what does that mean?
Welcome. Thanks for coming. Hope you guys enjoyed our time. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's great. So, you are from South Korea, is that right?
Yeah, I'm from South Korea. Yeah.
So let's get a little bit of background about like what instrument you play, how long you've been playing, like what technically is your year of school here. Like I'm a freshman, like anything like that. Let's go from there.
Yeah, as you guys can see, I play violin, and I played for around 8 years from when I was 7 to 16, around that. And my major is from here. I'm doing my computer science, and when I was in South Korea, my major was electrical engineering, and I'm gonna be senior next semester. And yeah, I'm about to graduate. Yeah.
Nice. So you're here for multiple semesters, is that right?
Yeah, I hope so, but it's not fixed yet. So from now it'll be just one semester, but I hope to stay here more.
Awesome. Yeah, let's fingers crossed we get him to be here for the spring semester, so that maybe he could be back on the show some more.
Thank you.
Anyways, so how does the foreign exchange process work? What made you choose to be a foreign exchange student? Did you have any control in that?
Yeah. First of all, we have to take our English exam, so like IELTS, TOEFL, kind of things, and also we have to get the good credits in our university. And also we have to get an interview from our origin university. So when we are accepted, we can apply our SRU here.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
So was this the only school that you could come to as a foreign exchange student, or did you have like other options?
There are several options. So there was Temple University, Auburn University, probably UPenn.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a bunch of university, but why I choose here is this place is really safe first, and most of my friends says I have to stay in the really peaceful and safe place because I was really I really care about my safety, and also I was really scared about gun regulation in here. It's kind of political, but yeah, sorry.
No, the lack of everyone has a gun.
Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't sure about that, so that's why I picked this university, and I really enjoying here.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, for you guys that don't know, Pierce and Holden, they're both behind the camera, so they'll be chiming in with any questions and things that they have along the way here as we get to know our friend Junseok a little more. So, in the foreign exchange process, like, how exactly did your English classes work, like, over in South Korea?
You mean our education in South Korea?
Yeah.
Actually, we have a mandatory education, and it ends up with graduating high school. So we study around how much? Almost 12 years, learning English and also mathematics, Korean, science, kind of things. So
Nice.
yeah, most of them are really having a really hard time learning English. Yeah, that's how they works. Yeah.
So do you speak like any other languages besides English and Korean?
When I was in middle school, I had a chance to learn Japanese. So yeah, I want to improve more. And actually, in here there's some Japanese student here, so I want to talk them in Japanese to improve more. Yeah. So.
Do you know anything in Japanese currently?
Yeah, I can speak Japanese and I can have a conversation in Japanese. So yeah.
Do you want to say a little bit in Japanese, just for fun?
Since it's a night time right now, so こんばんは。私の名前は俊足です。 よろしくお願いします。愛してる。
Wow. You want to tell us what that means? Like if you translate it to English?
Good night. Good afternoon. It's Junseok here. I hope you guys well, and I love you.
That's great, dude. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right, let's dive more into the real reason we're here for the music purposes. So you said that you played for 8 years, is that right?
Yeah, it's right. Yeah.
Did you play in any groups like outside of like your school orchestra, like in Korea?
Yeah. I joined ensemble club when I was in middle school, and for my after-school program, I joined the Philharmonic Orchestra for adolescent. Is that right?
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so that's what I did. But I just played around 3 years, and I ended up with studying more about IT things. So
Yeah.
that's why I quit by playing violin.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah.
was that like 3 years in both those groups,
Mhm.
like at the same time?
At the same time, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Like even like from my standpoint, like I was in this group, like I'm sure I know you've watched the other episodes, but
Mhm.
like I've referenced before that I've been in this group called Opus 2,
Mhm.
and that was basically my adolescent like orchestra. It was all strings though, which was
Oh,
pretty nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, so like I did a lot of work for them and I had a great time because I got to learn a lot more about this
Mm-hmm.
and like get to learn a little bit more about everything else too. And it like, I think I spent 6 years with them,
6
like
years?
5 or 6
That's a
years,
lot,
yeah. Cause like the group is, I think it's changed like since I was there, but now it's anyone grades 6 through 12. But I joined, I want to say like my 7th grade year, so
Mhm.
that was like the end of my 7th grade year.
Okay.
So I played, yeah, about like 6 years, but it was a lot of fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you like that.
Yeah, I did. It was a lot of fun. Like I know they have a lot of like stuff on YouTube as well from like past concerts and stuff. So if you
That's
want,
nice.
yeah, if you
I'll
want to
definitely watch that one. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Anyways, so outside of music, yes, I know it's still shocking that outside of music we have lives. What is it that you do for fun?
For my fun,
Yeah.
I cannot exclude the music actually. So I used to listen music.
Yeah.
And my favorite genre is kind of jazz, R&B, pop music,
Nice.
and also my favorite K-pop.
Yeah. You got any standout bands that you listen to?
Stand-up bands. I'm really into SZA.
Nice.
And also I used to listen to Harry Styles, Travis Scott.
Nice. What about like for more of like along the lines of like your jazz music that you listen
Jazz
to?
music. I used to listen to Bill Evans Trio. And I really like Tony Bennett also.
Nice.
Yeah, I cannot remember everything, but right in my mind is like Neil Armstrong.
Oh yeah, Neil
No,
Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong. Oh, right.
Oh yeah, Louis Armstrong.
Oh, sorry, Neil Armstrong.
Ron Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I feel like the only real like jazz musician that I know is Louis Armstrong.
Oh, really?
And like
That's cool.
I've listened to some of his stuff, but like I need to find time to, I guess like search into jazz more.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like if I find more in jazz to listen to, then there's a good chance that maybe I could pick up on some stuff
Yeah,
and
you
apply it to
should.
my playing. Yeah.
That's really good.
I'll take your
Yeah.
word for it, man.
Okay, gotcha, bro.
So I know for you guys, Junseok always comes in with some of like these great outfits every day. Do you have like some sort of like fashion knowledge, fashion background, that sort of thing?
I'm not.
Lies. He's lying.
I'm not that confident with my fashion, to be honest, and all the Koreans are way more better than me. So yeah, I have to improve a lot. But I'm really into fashion things, so I want to improve more.
Mhm.
And for my hobby, I like to browse kind of shopping mall to buy some clothes. Yeah, that's one of my hobbies.
That's awesome. So is there like certain things like in fashion that I guess are like aspects that you have to learn about? Kind of like how in violin there's like the shifting, there's bow hold. Like, is there like techniques to learn more?
From here, or
Like just in fashion in general.
just I think I like all I am doing is just following the trend, but keep my vibe. And actually, I pursue kind of close classic brands like Ralph Lauren or kind of things. So,
Nice.
yeah, so I want to keep classic, but also following the trends. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's awesome.
that's my point.
Do you think that maybe like you'd be able to like pursue something in fashion like on the side?
Pursue. To be honest, I want to be in a neat condition.
Yeah.
So I want to be clean. So so I wash my hands every day. That's also a fashion.
Yeah.
You know? And also get my perfume.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, cleanliness is more important than being cool.
Mhm.
I guess. I think so. I think you might agree.
Yeah,
Yeah. So.
Pierce, Holden, you guys got anything you want to ask him, like behind the camera?
No, other than he's lying and he walks in with the most stylish. Like I think, like I came in today in a button-up like shirt because I had to teach a field, and I look behind me and like Junseok basically just like blows me out of my chair every time I turn around. I'm like, what even is that? Like I would like some of the stuff that like you walk in with it's like so it's like choreographed. Do you like? This is, I don't want to make this about me. Do you shop for outfits or do you shop for like just clothes?
Just for clothes, yeah.
So like you don't go in and pick out like a shirt to go with jeans or anything. You just,
Yeah, it just come out in my brain. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah,
like
I appreciate it. Bro.
he makes me look like a trash can.
That's not. Yeah.
Pierce, you're not a trash can.
I appreciate your outfit also.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look cool.
I think maybe one day you should find some time and show Pierce what you could do from his clothes.
Yeah, he's doing really great.
Need a
Yeah.
makeup.
He's already great.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that whole idea like of that could be like something like it'd be fun to see because like even if you're working from like another person's like resources, I feel like you might be able to put together something really well that like maybe you could apply to your own.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
No,
But like,
it could be happen. So yeah,
you never
we'll
know
see.
what can happen. But like, I definitely I agree with Pierce. You do have some very stylish outfits, and like I'm just amazed that all of this comes from here. Like that's
you guys make me embarrassing right now. By the way, I appreciate it really much.
Yeah,
thank
no
you.
problem. So how did you get involved in music? Like, what made you decide to play an instrument?
When I was really young, around 3 or 4, I had a chance to go to Philharmonic Orchestra concert with my parents. So it was my first time, and that was also my first memory right now.
Mhm.
So when I saw the concert, I was really amazed by the violin because we can play really many notes in just for 4 strings, right? So it's at that time it was really cool for me. So I begged to my parents I want to learn violin.
That's
So
awesome.
it ends up with learning violin since I go to elementary school.
Yeah. Like I feel like it was kind of like a similar thing for me because my first exposure to the violin and like some of the instruments that you would see like in our symphony orchestra and other orchestras was in 2nd grade when they took my whole grade to see a Pittsburgh Symphony concert, like as a field trip. So like I think we had like a whole section like up in the balcony like to ourselves, and we all had to dress up. So like there was 2nd grade me in like a button-up shirt and tie and like a vest.
Oh, that would be really cute.
Yeah. Like it was cool to see because I feel like part of that like stuck with me to 3rd grade which was when I got to actually decide if I wanted to play or not. And just like seeing that I feel like is something that kind of like fueled my want to actually play.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. So is there anything that you feel like is better in Korea as opposed to here? Like it can be anything, food, like stores, anything like that.
I have one thing in my mind. So it would be our recycling systems.
Really?
We're really strict in our recycling program. So we put our paper, plastics, styrofoam. Is that right?
Really?
Styrofoam.
Yeah.
And can plastic. we have to separate all the things and also buy new kind of food trash kind of things.
Yeah.
So we're really strict in our recycling system.
Jeez.
So that's really I think that's cool, and we have to appreciate our nature, right?
Yeah.
And we have to follow our rules. So
Yeah.
I'm following the U.S. rule right now. So yeah.
So do you think whenever you go back to Korea, you'll stick with the U.S. rules just because you've been here for a
Probably
while?
not. I have to follow my own way. So in Korea, so
Nice.
yeah.
So is there anything that like food-wise that you've noticed is like distinctly different here as compared to back home?
You mean the food?
Yeah.
Not that much, but there's one difference between U.S. and Korea. So we don't have that much oil in our food, and also we are really into spicy food. So I think you guys heard about buldak before, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of spicy ramen.
Mhm.
It's from Korea, so.
My girlfriend loves that.
Oh really?
Yeah, I never knew the name of it, but yeah, now that because she's told me about
It's
it. Sorry.
it's a black package. And
Oh yeah, it's
but-
horrifying. I'm so bad with spice.
That is also spicy for me, but
Yeah.
we are really enjoying eating spicy food. And yeah,
Who would you say does spicy food better, Korea or America?
definitely Korean. Sorry, guys. Sorry guys. They're really good at eating spicy food. So yeah.
Is there any food that like from America that like isn't in Korea? Like I know in some places like they kind of like change things like in like fast food chains and like make it so that it's not exactly what you get here.
We have a lot of franchise there. So McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Baskin Robbins, all of these are in Korea. And also these days they're really into kind of nacho things, quesadilla
Oh yeah.
and poke bowl. Yeah, that's our trend these days in Korea, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you seem to be like all about the trends. Is there like a particular trend you kind of follow with like your practice like in music or like even just playing in your music? Like,
You mean the trend in our music?
like is there just anything that like you kind of stick by when you're practicing? Let's start there.
I'm not sure. You mean practicing my violin? Or
Yeah.
I don't have any trends to follow these days.
Yeah.
But I'm just doing our songs like Danjun,
Yeah.
Bernstein, kind of things. So
Yeah.
that's all I have these days. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But like, by the time you guys see this, this will be past the concert, but the songs we're referencing are all from our show, and we really like them. It's just a shame that we'll have played them already by the time it's out, because we'll be missing them.
Here, I got a question. I think it'd be cool. So, like, you played violin in Korea as well, right?
Mhm.
Did you do an orchestra in there?
Yeah, I do play orchestra.
Is there like a difference in like the kind of like energy or like the vibe? Is like I know that there's kind of a different. I don't know what I'm going to say. Is there like a different kind of expectation for playing in Korea versus America, from what you've discovered?
Oh, that's actually good.
Yeah. That's a really good question. I think in Korea, it's kind of strict circumstances. So we have to follow our conductors, and we cannot say. I think it depends, but we cannot say anything to communicate to our conductors. Just follow their rules,
Really?
instructions. So that's what I experienced when I was in South Korea. But I think it depends on the conductors. So yeah.
So would you say that maybe South Korea is more like of a professional approach when it comes to orchestra?
There's no difference between US and Korea in a professional way. So you guys are also professionals.
Yeah, but with less communication, it seems to be like more professional, just like stick to what you're playing and just see what you do, because I feel like here a big part of what we do is like we stop whenever like we mess something up, but then it's like I'll turn back and I'll communicate to like you and Amber and like our section. Like I feel like that kind of like, I don't want to say it takes away from it, but I feel like it makes it more like, it makes it more of like a family and as a team, as opposed to it being like extremely like no talking, just face forward, looking at the conductor and playing when he says play.
I think it's kind of culture difference because Korean really matters about being humble. So we can communicate after the class or after the practice. So I think it is the difference between US and Korea. So yeah, so they do really care about each other. So they rarely talk when we are practicing in an orchestra scale. So after practicing, I think they can communicate in a specific way, like me and you can communicate.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could be the difference between US and Korea, I think. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
So I imagine down the road that you're going to continue to play your music, right?
Yeah, I should.
Do you play like any other instruments?
I played piano when I was 15.
Nice.
So yeah, for around 2 years. And also I want to improve more. So yeah, I'm learning by myself these days in the musical. So yeah, so I should improve more, both violin and piano.
Yeah, that's pretty much a musician's mentality in a nutshell. It's like I feel like we always try to like we strive to improve, but even with improving, I feel like improving takes a lot of different forms, whether that be like on our main instruments or like just on other instruments that we pick up. Like, is there any bit of advice that you would want to tell other musicians that are out there watching this?
Just be confident with your instrument and keep working on it, and it'll make you guys better.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry, I'm not that professional, so you guys don't have to listen to me.
Hey, none of us are professionals, but
Thanks.
even the littlest bits of advice I've found can help someone in any like different way. Like I've had bits of advice here and there from like Pierce and some of the other members up here, and they've really like helped me build my playing up from where I was in high school. So I feel like even like just asking the advice question to like anyone that's on this show, it's like we may not be professionals, but we've still got experience, and I feel like that experience could lead to tips and tricks for others that can go down our same path.
Yeah, really nice word.
Thank you. Yeah. So let's do one more question here.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick you a good one. What would you say is probably your favorite or like your greatest moment that you've had in playing music so far?
Probably right now, because we are having a concert next week, and our instructor Dr. Jung is really nice. She put a lot of effort teaching us, and I really appreciate it. And also she makes me involved in a Korean community in Pittsburgh. So
Really?
yeah, she put a lot of effort for me. So I really want to say thank you to Dr. Zhang, and I hope I can repay you later. Yeah. So I'll promise.
What sort of stuff does she like get you involved with, like in Pittsburgh?
Since I have a religion, I believe in God. So she and me go to church almost every Sunday.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we can I can communicate with the Korean who lives in Pittsburgh, and also we can enjoy our Korean food. So
Awesome.
that one was really meaningful to me to live in here, keep living in here. So yeah.
So do you and Dr. Zhang like talk in Korean, or do you guys like mainly do English like when you see her? Like for your
Definitely in Korean. We always communicate in Korean, and when you guys are together, we try to communicate in English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not that confident in English, so yeah.
I think you need to acknowledge that you may not be confident, but your English is still really good.
Thank you. I really appreciate
Like,
that.
even in terms of news, there is none. Other than next episode, we are going to have an SRU orchestra alumni on the show. And he has tons of stories from what I've read in our emails back and forth. So be on the lookout for that and make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out when we have our alumni come on the show for this semester here. Without further ado, I think we should move to playing some music.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get set up. Okay. people what that was?
It's Liber Tango by Astor Piazzolla. Thanks to my perfect duet.
Alright. Junseok, thank you. That was a great song that I got to play with you, and it was great learning more about you.
Thank you so much for you guys all. You guys helped me a lot today. Yeah.
Alright. And on that note, yes, I made music puns. It's time to end. Thanks for watching another episode of Just in Time for Music. Remember to stay music cool, like the video, and subscribe to the channel so that you can see our alumni episode and you can see if Junseok makes his return in future episodes of the show.
함께 해주셔서 감사합니다. 좋은 하루 보내시길 바라겠습니다. 안녕. 안녕.
Alright.